but Michael, we're here in Las Vegas because you got the gig, you got the fight. Mm-hmm. You know, everyone knows that it started off kind of nice and then it got a little bit contentious. Mm-hmm. Where are we now with the experience and with Conor McGregor?
Man, the experience has been a lot of fun, a lot more work than I ever thought it was going to be. You know, I thought I was going to come here, run some practices, you know, try to beat Conor in this competition. And it turns out I want all of these guys to win these fights so much more than I want to beat Conor. So it's a lot of work. Pouring into these guys, both physically at all the practices, and then I got all the interviews, and then, you know, just the time spent with them, trying to get them to, you know, their goal of getting that UFC contract. So being away from my family the last 4 weeks has been a little tough too, so it'll be nice to get home here soon. But, you know, me and Conor are just competitors, man. He came here to win. I came here to win. We take this personally. You know, we both want to win. So it's been a few ups, few downs, and it's been a lot of fun to be here on camera, on microphone, nonstop for the last month.
Yeah. We'll get to Conor in a second, but I was curious. I wanted to touch on this because it's something I spoke to his team about too. You know, you don't get a long time with these guys.
Yeah.
And yet, because they're putting so much on you, right? Like, please show me the way to get to the UFC and be back or whatever. You can bond with them very quickly, like quicker than you think, right? Has that been what you found?
That's exactly what happened. Like I said, I came in here to beat Conor in this competition because these guys were just, you know, 2 arms and 2 legs with a couple fighters, whatever. And then all of a sudden you start hearing their stories and you see the pictures of their, you know, they're allowed to have pictures. They can't have phones, can't have TVs, but you see their wives and you see their kids and you hear their stories, you hear their struggles, you hear, you know, what they're trying to accomplish. And they're just, I just love my team. I got all good dudes. This sport can beat you down to your knees. It could be the highest of highs, the lowest of lows. So I know what these guys have gone through in their careers. So you literally just fall in love with them, and you're just like, man, I want to be here for you. I want you to win so badly. Not for me, not to represent me, not to wear the red, not to have Team Chandler. I want this for you. You know. So it was I care so much more than I ever thought I was going to. So that has taken an emotional toll on me, if you will, and then the physical toll of actually being, you know, practices 6 days a week, 2 times a day, plus all the interviews and all the other shoulder programming, you know, on the fly type of stuff that we have to do. It kind of just seems like nonstop work, but it's a blessing nonetheless.
It seems like something not cliche, but it's like said every time you fight now. Like, look at this guy; he's just come to the UFC and he's fitting it all in. Yeah. But it's again, like once again, you're getting a new experience, the Ultimate Fighter condensed version. But you know, when you signed with this promotion, I know that you wanted to do all this stuff. Obviously, you knew there was going to be a workload involved with the Ultimate Fighter, especially when you're coaching against Conor. Mm-hmm. Having been through it, has there been any surprises? Like, damn, dude, I didn't realize it was going to be this mentally taxing, physically taxing. How's the experience been compared to what you were expecting?
100%. I mean, I think physically, I've been an athlete since I was 14 years old. I can handle the physical. I can handle the late nights or the early mornings or being sore or being overworked. I can grab a cup of coffee and just power through it, right? But the emotional roller coaster that we've been on, because I mean, for me, it's almost I have 2 different things going on here too, right? I got these guys, and I'm pouring into these guys, and I want these guys to win, and that there's the emotion of them carrying their burden, carrying their emotion, carrying their, shouldering the weight of their success or failures, right? Mm-hmm. And then I also have my foe. I got Conor. I got my opposition, the guy who I'm fighting later this year. So there's always, okay, hey, it's today. We're going to see him today. Am I not going to see him today? Well, what's he going to be like today? What's he not going to be like today? And as everybody has seen, Conor is somewhat of he's a wild card. You never know which Conor you're going to get sometimes. So it's been a lot of fun. And then they force us into scenarios, right? They like, here you go, do this, guys. And you're like, oh, okay, here we go. All right, well, how are we going to do this thing? You start, doing the little measuring tape type of thing, and so it's been a whirlwind to say the least. And then so you got 2 competitors, 2 dudes who want to win this show, coupled with all of the different fighters we got, plus all the different obligations we have away from, here in Vegas. I'm away from my family and on the road essentially. So it's been just the entire thing. I came in luckily with not too many expectations because I didn't know. But yeah, as you said, I came into this organization. I said, I want to fight the best guys right away. I'm not here for a long time. I'm here for a good time. I want to fit it all in. And I think I'm being rewarded for, the labors of my, past couple fights and just the last couple of years of just coming in here with my work boots on, getting after it.
When they book a show like this, right, with Conor and with yourself, there's almost this weird expectation of like, well, they're going to have to produce some drama, otherwise why would we watch it? And then you start off and it's pretty clear that there's some respect there. Mm-hmm. Having been through it, I know you can't say too much. Is it fair to say that there's some good television that's happening this season.
There's definitely some great television. Definitely some good television.
Maybe not some fun experiences, but some good television.
Of course, yeah. I mean, this is what we signed up for, right? Like, we're here to be thrown into this crazy blender called the Ultimate Fighter, and the fans on ESPN this summer get to be the beneficiaries and watch it and grab their popcorn on Tuesday nights this summer, and it's what we signed up for, But like we said too, a ton of respect for each other. I think it's well documented. Conor and I have a ton of respect for each other. His body of work, my body of work, what we've done, and just it's just a mutual respect. Turns out we got to fight each other later this year, but it doesn't mean that we can't be cordial sometimes. And then also at that point of contention other times as well. And there's just so many different things to think about here, so it's been a lot of fun.
Dana did sort of say at the last post-fight press conference after John Jones that it did get a little bit intense, we'll say. Some things happened that shouldn't have happened, as he said. Mm-hmm. As the person who's on the other side of that, in fact, actually, you posted a picture, I think earlier today, of on your Instagram, which I'll put up there. I don't know if I've ever seen you look as angry as that. Was it safe to say that things got a little bit heated?
Well, yeah. I mean, this is you're trying to just wade through all your different emotions throughout this entire thing, while you're also in the presence of the guy that you're going to fight, who you're also competing against. Right now, you're competing on a reality show. You're competing for your fighters, but every single inch that you take is also starting the battleground, starting to weigh your way toward you and later on fightings. So it's a constant, intense kind of scenario, and yeah, me and Conor want to win this thing. I want to beat him in every single fight. I want to beat him in the competition. I want to be a better coach than him. I want to be better at everything, right? And he wants to be the exact same thing. So, then it's been a lot of fun. It's going to be great TV because Conor and I just we're here to win a show. We're here to do what we said we were going to do, and that's to get these guys contracts. And he's doing a great job, if I do say so. I think I'm doing a pretty good job, given the circumstances. And y'all will see this summer on ESPN. It's going to be a lot of fun on Tuesday nights. Any further idea on a date, time, weight, venue, that sort of stuff? You might know more than I do. I'm hoping, it would make sense. Obviously, this show is going to be blockbuster this summer. Everyone's going to be so pumped up watching it, following these guys on their journey, following me and Conor on our journey as coaches, as competitors. It ends in August. It would make a lot of sense for us to fight not too far after that, September, October. It's been slated or said to me that it should be slated like sometime this fall, September, October. I guess that's late summer, early fall, but it depends on where Conor is and when he's ready to come back. And obviously I want Conor at his biggest and his baddest and his best. I'd like it at 170. I think it's well documented. He wants it at 170. I want him to be 100% healthy. I've seen him obviously physically and moving around and stuff. He looks like the leg is healing up great, which is great to hear. He deserves to come back 100%, and we give the world what they deserve, and that's a knockdown, drag out war on pay-per-view later on this year. And I'm hoping for September. We'll see. It's funny, right? Because not to keep too much of your time, we've got slaps to go watch. No, you're good. But it's funny, right? Because it's like everything he throws down in front of you, you're just like, okay, like 185. Yep. Well, and it's funny too because that's it. You can't listen to people on social media, whatever. Like, at some point, we're just competitors and we want to compete. Yeah. I could care less if I had to somehow make 145 or I went all the way up to 185. Don't know if you're making 145 anytime soon. I wouldn't make 145. There's no doubt about that. But you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's at some point, it's like this is the fight that I want. It's a fight that he wants. It's a fight that I think the world wants. So, any venue, any weight class, whenever. And it's not because I want the fight by any means, because obviously people talk about the red panty night and they talk about, oh, he'll do whatever. He's thirsty and blah, blah, blah. It's like, no, I want battlegrounds of epic proportions. It doesn't get the lights don't get any brighter and the stage does not get any bigger than fighting Conor McGregor. And that's the fight that I've wanted. Obviously, Conor wanted it enough to come here and do this. And I think, now we have gotten enough time of spending enough time with each other that I think we want to fight each other even more now than we did before. So, it's there's a ton of respect for him, his entire team, what he's done here. And yeah, whatever weight class, wherever. I would love it to be in Vegas. I've been signed with the organization now almost 2.5 years. I haven't fought in Vegas yet. I didn't even realize that's so true. It's actually crazy. And obviously, you can't choose. You show up where they send you. And that's always been my mentality. And that's how I'm always going to operate. But I would love for it to be in Vegas, because I really haven't experienced a Vegas fight week yet. You know, it's been Texas, or it's been New York City, or it's been Abu Dhabi. So hopefully it's Vegas later this year. And I would love to do Allegiant Stadium. I think we can, you know, obviously I'm going to keep talking about it. You know, I have a way of, you know, talking about things enough, and all of a sudden it ends up happening. So I'm going to keep on putting it out there in the airwaves. But I think you can't do a stadium show unless it's Conor McGregor. And I think me and Conor building this thing, ESPN. I think it's gonna do huge numbers, tons of eyeballs. So why not do it here at Allegiant Stadium, right here on Las Vegas Boulevard? Okay.
You got one more week to film some crazy shit, and then we can make it happen.
Exactly. Yeah, as we sit right now, we got a couple more fights left. You know, we are so close to the end of this thing. So I can only imagine what's going to happen here in the next couple of days. So stay tuned. We'll see what happens toward the end of this show.
Michael Chandler, thank you very much.
Thank you.